My name is Frances Monteleone, but most of them call me Fran. My grandkids call me Nana, but mainly Fran, I guess. My grandfather came in 1905, worked in the mines. He came from Colonia, Italy. I always wished I could speak Italian. I regret it because I would have loved to have learned all of that. See, we weren't allowed to when we were growing up. My grandpa said, no, you speak English. My grandmother, her 4 sisters, and her brother and her mom and dad all came and settled here in Trinidad. Then my grandpa and her ended up meeting and they got married. Then they had my dad, and then he had 3 brothers and a sister. We never knew my grandma, but the aunts, all 4 aunts, took care of us and taught us how to cook and how to do everything. My mom learned how, because she was not Italian, she was Irish and English, learned how to cook the Italian way. And then that's how I was taught. My dad taught me the business, how to run it, how to do the bookwork, all of that. So I've been in business 46 years in Trinidad. My dad and his brothers opened up a warehouse that sold produce, watermelons and potatoes and all of that. In 1973, they moved to Trinidad and bought a place on Cedar Street. And then the brothers broke up and my dad bought the place from all of them. He ran it until 78, and we would come down constantly to help because we enjoyed doing it. And then we bought the business. And then I ran it till 88. And it had a grocery store and a deli like I have. My dad would always tell me, this town needs an Italian restaurant. I was going to college after 25 years. I decided to go to Trinidad State and take business class. And I was in my last semester and I put on the goal setting, graduate, open Italian restaurant, where they all went crazy. And we opened in like 4 weeks. Then when they wanted to sell it, they were asking too much money for it. I thought, well, what are we going to do? And we found this place. 23 years we've been here in this place. I just love Trinidad, and I always have, and I could have moved many times and I never did. We have still a lot of family here that still lives here from those sisters. And we all get together every Tuesday night and we have happy hour, all of us go. My daughter gave me an 80th birthday party. There were people there I did not expect to be there, and they were there for me. We know so many people that they're like family, and that's what makes the difference. I'm 80 years old, working 15-hour days. Start at 6:30 in the morning. I do all the cooking and get it all ready, put all the orders out. And at 8 years old, I was sacking potatoes and everything. So I've been working since I was 8 years old. And that's how my dad was and my mom were. They were also very, workaholics. That's what you want to call us, workaholics. My dream really at 65 was to be out front, to visit with all the people, make sure everything was okay. And I haven't got to do that yet. I get up there once in a while. She takes care of the people up front. People come in and they'll hug her and she hugs them. And I just see that. And I think that is so, so important to be able to do that. And she does a good job. Because I see her hugging people a lot. I'll never be rich, because I like to give away, and that's it. I'm just that kind of person. And she gets upset with me sometimes when I do that. It's a small town. It's growing, which is good. If I got rich, I would have a place for the homeless. And you would only come in if you wanted to change your life. And we would help you change your life. I've always said if I had all this money that I could do something like that, I would do that. The people, all my friends, all the people that come in and make us friends. I know if you've seen the sign up on the top up there, come in as strangers, leave as friends. And that's what we try to do to the people, is to make them our friends. Spaghetti. We make our garlic butter. We put the garlic butter and the Alfredo sauce together. And that's the Fran sauce. That's what you're going to get.